Thanks for watching Lessons in Minutes with Jaylee. Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
For this session, guys, let's just look at the business plan. And some persons may not know, but a business plan is a part of the principles of accounts syllabus as well. So while you look at it in principles of business, you may look at it in entrepreneurship, you may look at it in management of business, etc. It is also a part of the principles of accounts syllabus. At the end of this session, you should be able to prepare a simple business plan for a small business. Now, what is a business plan? It is a document that defines in detail a company's objectives and how it plans to achieve its objectives. It actually lays out a written roadmap for the firm from marketing, financial, and operational standpoints. And we're going to look at some purpose of the business plan. The first one is that a business plan should ensure that everyone involved is clear about the main objectives of the new business and so is focused on achieving those objectives. Everyone has thought through the feasibility of the business by identifying potential risks and how to mitigate them. A business plan attracts potential investors in the business. And tell you what, a business plan helps to secure lending from financial institution. And of course, there are other purpose of a business plan. We are now going to look at the elements of a business plan. And different resources will give you multiple elements. But for this session, I'll be focusing on the main elements of a business plan. So I'll be looking at 6 elements of the business plan. The first one is the executive summary. What does the executive summary entails? The executive summary actually appears first in the business plan, but tell you what, it is prepared last, having constructed the full plan because it is a summary of the full plan. It includes the name of the business, its location, a statement about the products or services which will be offered, how it will make money, how it will attract customers, and the amount of finance needed. I've extracted a sample business plan from the Oxford Principles of Accounts text, and I'll be looking at the executive summary section. So we have 2 persons that decide to form a business, basically, and their executive summary reads, we are Carl and Sabina, and we plan to open a roadside stall selling fresh local produce. It's a small business. Our business will be called A1 Supplies. We operate as a partnership. Our business will obtain fresh supplies early each day from local producers, which we will sell at the roadside at a busy crossroads just outside Palm Haven. The stall will be open for 7 hours each day, Monday through Saturday. All trading is planned to be on a cash basis. So basically, they're not crediting anything. We will require a capital investment of $20,000 to cover the purchase of a vehicle for carrying supplies. So their initial investment, their capital that is needed is $20,000. We plan to advertise our business at the roadside, but also by advertising more widely in local community centers. We're now going to look at another element of the business plan, and that is the company background. What is required for this section of the business plan? Let us look at that. A company background includes a description of the skills, experience, and qualifications of the key personnel that are attached to the business. So we're looking at basically the labor of the business, the labor that the business will employ. So they want to know the skills, the experience, and the qualifications of those personnel. Let's look at an example of the company background. And it reads, we have both worked in retailing for a number of years and have developed good skills in customer relations. Sabina also has some qualifications in finance and will be able to keep detailed accounting records, though we will need to employ an accountant in due course to make tax assessments. Carl also has some experience in agriculture, having worked in several local suppliers over recent years. So you're basically seeing the skills coming out, the qualifications coming out, and the experience of those personnel. We're now going to look at another element of the business plan. So far we have the executive summary, the company background, and now we're going to look at the operations plan. What is included in this section? The operation plan basically describes the business's physical location, the name and address, basically, legal structure, whether it is a partnership, a sole trader, etc. And from the sample that I'm looking at, using as the example, you realize that it's a partnership business that they are operating. Also, the operations plan describes the facilities and equipment employed, information about the stock requirements and suppliers, and the description of manufacturing processes. And this is in the case of a manufacturer. We are going to look at another element, and that is the marketing plan. Very important element right there. The marketing plan basically sets out answers to the following questions. Who are the potential customers? And is this market likely to grow, and how quickly? Now, before I look at a sample of the marketing plan, I'm going to look at the other element, and that is the marketing analysis. Now, what is the purpose of this? What is included in the marketing analysis? The marketing analysis is a statement about competitors, their market share, and the plans to ensure customers will be attracted away from the competition to the new business. And let us look at that section of the business plan taken from the Oxford Principles of Accounts text. And we're focusing on the marketing plan and analysis section. And it reads, most of our customers will be passing motorists, but we will also be accessible to local residents who can access our location on foot. The crossroads is busy throughout the day with tourists, but also local residents traveling to and from work. So you're seeing the potential customers coming out there. There is a large area available for motorists to park safely and conveniently. A survey we conducted among local residents confirmed the need for a supplier of local produce in the area, as the nearest retailer is some 3 miles away. So it's they're referring to the competitor right there. There are similar businesses which are very successful located on our island. However, our nearest competitor will be 7 miles away. We are aware that there are plans to develop the tourist industry very near to our location, and there are also plans to build more homes locally. We are confident, therefore, that our potential market will grow in the future. Our suppliers are offering favorable prices because we collect all the produce and will also pay cash. Okay, so that is a little example of the marketing and analysis, marketing plan and analysis in one right there. We're now going to look at the other element, and that element is the financial plan, basically the forecast. Now, for this section of the marketing plan, which is basically financial plan or forecast, as I said earlier, looks at or basically includes a statement about the business's predicted revenue, costs. So you're looking at wages, rent, utilities, etc. as it relates to cost, basically the expenses and its main suppliers. Also included in that area is capital requirements. What is it that the business will need in order to start, all right, to run the business? What is the investment that is needed? Also, it look at a detailed 3-year forecast of profits, cash flows, etc. And basically, what it's looking at when it states the forecast, I mentioned the cash flow. Included in that area is a profit and loss forecast on projected sales, actually the cost of providing the goods or services and the overhead cost, and also a sales forecast, basically money expected to be made from sales of the goods or services. Now let us take a quick look at that section of the business plan. And the financial plan section reads, our initial capital requirements are $25,000. This will be sufficient for us to purchase a delivery vehicle, stall, opening inventory, and cash float. We plan to contribute $10,000 each from personal savings and will apply for a bank loan of $5,000. The partnership agreement will be share profits and losses equally. So guys, from this example that you're seeing, we have two statements here. We have one looking at the net profit that the business hopes to generate at the end of each year for each of the 3 years, and the cash flow projections, which basically show you the amount of cash that they expect to have in hand at the end of each year. Bear in mind that you're not limited to these two statements only. You could add to your forecast as well the sales budget. And if you need lessons for that, the link is in the description below. And there are other forecasts that you could add to your business plan. And remember, this lesson was simply looking at preparing a simple business plan. And in summary, our elements are 1, executive summary, 2, company background, 3, operations plan, 4, marketing plan, 5, the marketing analysis, and the final one is the financial plan, which is a financial forecast. And remember, the sample business plan that was used in this lesson was taken from the Oxford 2nd edition Principles of Accounts text. So if you have that text, it is located on page 519 through to 521.
Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.